Kemi Talks Media, Dr. Kemi. It's February 4th, 2025. A lot of people know me as a journalist, but many people don't even know the news beats I covered. One of my prominent news beats is music journalism. I was also a music publicist because I have a degree in PR. In Canada, I worked mostly as a publicist for artists and as a journalist for my own publication, Hip Hop Sip. Hip Hop Sip was Canada's leading music blog from 2007 to 2012 when I left. However, one of the things I did with Hip Hop Sip was I partnered with MTV, VH1, and BET. Those are three Viacom stations. Okay, Viacom is a big media conglomerate that owned those three stations. Now, they came to me. I didn't go to them. They came to me. They liked what I was doing on my blog, and they wanted to partner with me. There were many events I did with them, many red carpets, many shows, many different things. So if you go to my Twitter handle on X, Dr. Kemi Lauren, you'll see them. They're still following me on MTV and some of the others. However, at one point, whenever the Junos was coming, let me tell you what the Junos is. The Junos is called the Canadian Grammys. It's the same exact thing. Okay, categories, judges, and all that. Whenever the Juno Awards are coming, they open the field for judges. If you want to be a judge in the Juno Awards, different categories, you have to submit an application. Okay, this is the nonsense that David Hyundai was telling you that anybody can do anything. No, not true. Not anybody can apply to be a judge on the Junos. You have to be exclusively in the music business. And they verify that. There's a list of what you have to be able to apply. And it says music journalist, music publicist, musician, producer. Everything is in the music business. You can't just come from the public and say, I want to be a judge. So that one is wrong when David Hyundai did that stupid story. The Juno Awards is referred to as Canada's Grammys, but it really is Canada's Music Awards. It's held every year just like the Grammys. And the categories are just about almost the same, except that in the Junos, you submit your work. In the beginning, okay, of the Grammys, the Recording Academy in America, you couldn't submit. It used to be they looked at your sales numbers, and then they picked the nominations, and then, of course, the winners during the show. Things have changed now. You can now submit your work at the Recording Academy. That's the American side. Well, let's go back to the Junos. Okay, this is me and a very prominent artist. We were launching the 40th Junos, which was coming on March 21st to 27th in 2011. We launched the award. This was all on TV over there, the sponsors, everything. And they chose me and the artist. Now, on the night of the awards, there are two awards. The Junos has the ones that are not televised and the ones that are televised. That's what the Grammys doing themselves now. They have the Grammy premiere, and then they have the red carpet, and then the actual live show on television. Now, here is the live show on television at an auditorium. And here I am arriving on the red carpet, and you can see my hair is all done, my outfit, everything's looking good, and the lit up thing, celebrating 40 years of the Juno. So the 40th Junos, I was a judge in that, and I'll tell you exactly how it's done. I'm doing this because Davido fans are just like crazy stupid, and they don't understand how awards, work. When you have an award show, okay, and you're nominated, when Davido is nominated, everyone's all excited and all. But when you lose, is Grammy is not the big thing. Grammy is not the yardstick of measure. Grammy, because he lost. I can't wait for Davido to win one day, and then the whole world is going to shatter. Stop it. Shut the fuck up and listen to how it's done. All right? The Grammys is now measured by talent, and Davido is not talented enough. Maybe talented in your bedroom or talented in your kitchen when you're listening to him, but to the judges is not. And I'll tell you exactly how we vote. It's no different in US or Canada. I've been judges in many, many music contests, music shows, I've done it all. Okay? I'm phenomenal as a journalist. I've done it all. And as a publicist. Another one I did was Toronto Independent Music Awards. We call it TIMA. And I'm always a judge on TIMA. This is for the independent artists. If we have something like this in Nigeria, you wouldn't have the nonsense going on in Nigeria. Somebody should come up with an independent music awards, get some sponsors. There are lots of sponsors that could do this. Get a venue, hook up a stage, and do the awards every year. At the end of the day, this is the team. I was a judge on that. Okay, this is a talent show. I was a judge on this talent show and a blogger. And the judging I did was not those three judges that sit down when the show starts live on TV, but I was one of the preliminary judges that actually pick you as a contestant for the show. The show is called Canada's Got Talent. In fact, I heard that before I came home, there was a Nigerian version of this show, Nigerian Got Talent. But I don't think they do it anymore. But here I am with one of the kids, that was contesting Canada's Got Talent. And this is what it looks like. We're the ones that actually pick you to be a contestant in the final show. So this is the sign by our table that says, thank you for auditioning. If you don't hear from our casting team by October 31st, it means that you have not made it to the next round. So I'm used to judging music and singing and all that. Now, this is the interface, all right? What I'm showing you right now, it took a lot before I could show you this. One, I don't live in Canada anymore. I don't think I'm going back there to live. So there's more than likely I'm not going to be a judge anymore on the Junos because I've showed you this. So it's like, honestly, it's like breaking the law or something. Let me go back. I want to show you properly. All right, this is the interface in front of my desktop computer. All right, so I applied to be a judge in the 40th Junos, and congratulations, Kemi, you were picked. You're going to be a judge in the top 10 categories. Wow. The top 10 categories, the televised part, everything. So, this is something that was in front of me, and I took screenshots because I just like taking screenshots of things I've done in my life. If I didn't take the screenshot, I wouldn't be able to disgrace David Hyundai when he said that anybody can apply, and she lied that she was a Grammy judge in Canada. You see? So receipts are there. That's why you can't talk back to me and correct all this nonsense. So this is one of the top 10 categories, and I believe it was Best New Artist. And Justin Bieber was just launching his career then. 2011 Junos, and the Junos is in April. So this was around November of 2010. So I have to vote after 30. They give us 30 days to vote. Okay, so we log in the computer. We'll see all the nominees and everything. And then we can download their music into our devices. At that time, it was iPod. Okay, a lot of people had iPod. Not so many people had iPhones, but we had Androids and iPods. So I just downloaded it to my iPod so I can listen well before I do my final voting before the 30 days. And now everybody knows about My Worlds, and this My World is Bieber's first album, I believe. Was it the first album? Baby, baby, all those songs. So I believe this could be the best new album category. But anyway, when you've listened, okay, see the download bin? It allows me to download what I want to hear. There was no queued downloads because I have some more music I could pile up in there. And when I'm ready, I just hit submit. This is another nomination preview. Okay, select a nomination preview. Drake, Find Your Love. Sean Desmond, Night Like This. Baby, Justin Bieber. This will be best new song. I voted Bieber over there. I told him some years later. Now this is the good one. You can see Thank Me Later, Johnny Reed, Artist of the Year. You can see my name up there on the bottom. Bottom left, Olukemi Olunloyo, log out. This is how I disgraced Hyundai. So it says I'm the judge, submit. You just do what you got to do. And on the Much Music Video Awards, I always presented over there. Look at the trophy in my hand. Guys, respect me. Respect my work. Okay, everything's not about Davido. Davido's not talented enough. Okay, he sounds like a frog. All right, and now that the Grammys are saying that it's not about your followers or your streams or your sales anymore. It's just what the judges hear. After all that weekend controversy, he called the Grammy corrupt. Now it's only what you hear. And Davido sounds like a frog. So good luck with him. He might end up like Diana Ross. Get a Grammy at 80. Okay, honorary Grammy. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. You don't like it, don't follow me.